In an era where public figures are often scrutinized for their qualifications and claims, Rachel Reeves, the UK Chancellor, has found herself at the centre of a controversy that raises serious questions about her credibility. Recent revelations indicate that Reeves incorrectly stated her academic contributions in a prestigious economic journal, a misrepresentation that has sparked widespread debate over the accuracy of her professional background. Reeves' entry in the biographical reference publication Who's Who lists her as a contributor to the Journal of Political Economy, a highly respected journal established by the University of Chicago in 1892. However, a report from The Times has revealed that the journal has no record of any article authored by her. Instead, it appears that Reeves co-authored a paper in 2007, but it was published in the lesser-known European Journal of Political Economy, which has a significantly lower impact factor compared to its more prestigious counterpart. This discrepancy has led to comparisons with the scenario of someone claiming to have attended the University of Oxford when they actually studied at Oxford Brookes University, underscoring the seriousness of the misstatement. Adding to the scrutiny, Reeves' Who's Who entry inaccurately claims that she worked for the Bank of England until 2009 despite having left the institution in March 2006. This exaggeration is not the first time her professional history has drawn criticism. Reeves has previously faced backlash for suggesting she had worked at the bank for nearly a decade, while the reality reflects a tenure of just over 5 years. Critics argue that such embellishments erode trust and raise doubts about her qualifications to manage public finances, a claim she frequently uses to bolster her political standing. Sir Richard Barnett, an emeritus professor at the University of Ulster, weighed in on the situation, stating, "If Reeves is a serious economist, she must know the difference between the two." He emphasized that the distinction between the two journals is significant in academic circles where the credibility of publications can greatly influence career trajectories. Barnett pointed out that while the European Journal of Political Economy has improved its standing over the years, it remains chalk and cheese when compared to the Journal of Political Economy. This incident has provoked a broader conversation about the integrity of political figures and their ability to present accurate professional histories. Allies of Reeves have defended her, suggesting that there is no clear record of how the misleading entry was created or who approved it. Nonetheless, the fact that her Who's Who entry has remained unchanged since she became an MP in 2010 raises concerns about accountability in maintaining such records. As the political landscape continues to evolve, this controversy may have implications beyond Reeves' personal credibility. The incident reflects the increasing public demand for transparency and honesty from leaders, especially in roles that involve economic stewardship. With elections on the horizon and a populace increasingly aware of the importance of accurate representations, the scrutiny surrounding Reeves could serve as a cautionary tale for politicians who may be tempted to embellish their qualifications. Looking ahead, the fallout from this situation may impact not only Reeves' political career but also the broader expectations of integrity and accountability within public office. As the discourse around qualifications and misrepresentation gains traction, it remains to be seen how this will shape the political narratives leading into future elections and whether it will foster a culture of greater scrutiny among those in positions of power. As the 2025 Daytona 500 unfolded, it became a historic day for William Byron, who not only clinched victory but also etched his name in the annals of NASCAR history. Racing under the iconic number 24 Hendrick Motorsports Chevrolet, once driven by the legendary Jeff Gordon, Byron secured his place as the youngest multi-time champion of this prestigious event, breaking a record previously held by Gordon himself. Byron's triumph came after a rain-delayed race that began shortly after 2 p.m. and concluded well past 9:30 p.m. As he stepped off the post-race press conference stage, the camaraderie between Byron and Gordon was palpable, with Byron likely expressing gratitude and perhaps a light-hearted remark to the former driver. "Well, I have a long way to go," Byron said with a smile, alluding to the numerous victories that Gordon accumulated throughout his illustrious career. Gordon, now the vice chairman of Hendrick Motorsports, has openly supported Byron's success, hoping to see him surpass even the most formidable records. In a remarkable twist of fate, Byron's victory also marked Hendrick Motorsports' 10th Daytona 500 win, the most of any team in NASCAR history. This achievement underscores the team's dominance in the sport and Byron's growing legacy as a driver. "I'm just proud of him," Gordon remarked, emphasizing the excitement amongst fans who have embraced Byron as the new face of the number 24 car. Byron's journey to this moment has been impressive. He has been behind the wheel of Gordon's former car since 2018 and has steadily built his own identity within the team. Reflecting on the pressure of racing in the shadows of a legend, Byron noted, "Now it's like, okay, we're building our own team. We have cool paint schemes. We have awesome sponsors. And it's starting to all come together." The race itself was a dramatic affair culminating in an overtime finish. Byron started the final lap in 9th position but maneuvered skillfully through the pack as chaos erupted ahead of him. A crash at the front allowed him to vault into the lead, showcasing not just luck but the culmination of teamwork and skill that he credited for his success. "Obviously it worked out in a fortunate way for us, but it's not all luck to win twice in a row," Byron explained, highlighting the collaborative effort that has been central to his racing career. With this victory, Byron's status as a rising star in NASCAR is further solidified. His ability to maintain composure under pressure and navigate the complexities of racing in a storied franchise speaks volumes about his potential. As the racing community reflects on this milestone, eyes will undoubtedly be on Byron to see how he builds upon this success in the upcoming season and whether he can continue to carve out his legacy in a sport rich with history and competition. The future looks promising not only for Byron but also for Hendrick Motorsports as they aim to extend their record of excellence in NASCAR. In an era where job security is increasingly perceived as an illusion, the economic landscape is shifting dramatically, leaving many professionals grappling with the realities of an uncertain future. Recent developments have illuminated this transformation, particularly within the public sector, where the Department of Government Efficiency (DOGE) has announced significant workforce reductions. This move is not merely a bureaucratic adjustment, it signals a profound change in how Americans perceive their careers and livelihood. A survey conducted in December 2024 revealed that a staggering 81% of U.S. workers harbor fears about job loss, reflecting a growing anxiety that transcends public employment. Prominent figures such as Elon Musk have suggested that displaced workers could find new value elsewhere, but this optimism fails to address the deeper emotional and psychological impacts of job loss. As highlighted in a comprehensive meta-analysis published in the Journal of Occupational Health Psychology, job insecurity can severely affect mental health, job attitudes, and overall well-being. The implications of these shifts extend beyond individual experiences. They present an invitation to redefine what constitutes job security in the modern workforce. Instead of clinging to traditional notions of stability, professionals are encouraged to embrace a mindset of continuous evolution. As many as 61% of workers plan to pursue upskilling opportunities by 2025, suggesting a collective shift towards adaptability. This transition necessitates a re-evaluation of how value is measured in the workplace, shifting the focus from tenure to contributions and innovations. Building professional resilience in this new landscape requires the establishment of robust networks rather than relying solely on institutional safety nets. Research indicates that strong professional connections can mitigate the cognitive and emotional effects of job insecurity. However, these networks should be cultivated proactively, focusing on mutual value creation rather than merely serving as a hedge against potential job loss. The current climate of insecurity has also been a catalyst for career reinventions, as exemplified by former heavyweight boxing champion Rudy Bundini. Recently featured in both Forbes and GQ, Bundini has successfully transitioned from the ring to the runway, navigating the challenges of establishing himself in the competitive fashion industry. Despite the emotional toll of missing out on Olympic glory due to injuries, Bundini's journey illustrates the importance of resilience and adaptability. His story resonates with many who are seeking new paths after setbacks in their initial careers. As the economy continues to evolve, the emphasis on adaptability as a form of security becomes more pronounced. Professionals who accept that traditional job security is an illusion are more likely to find new opportunities for growth and development. This shift in perspective not only alleviates the anxiety surrounding job loss but also empowers individuals to focus on creating their future. In conclusion, the current wave of job insecurity should not be viewed merely as a challenge but rather as a pivotal moment for reimagining career trajectories and professional identities. As workers adapt to this new reality, the ability to embrace change and foster meaningful connections will be critical in shaping a resilient workforce. The future promises to be one of continuous evolution where adaptability is not just a skill but a vital component of professional security. As we move forward, it will be essential to monitor how these trends unfold and impact the broader economic landscape. In a rapidly evolving technological landscape, significant shifts are occurring among major players in the semiconductor industry and beyond. The latest developments highlight the complexities of corporate strategies, regulatory environments, and privacy concerns in tech, offering a glimpse into what the future may hold. Broadcom, the Silicon Valley chip powerhouse, is reportedly exploring a potential acquisition of Intel's chip design and marketing divisions. According to a recent Wall Street Journal report, Broadcom has informally discussed the possibility, though such a move would necessitate finding a partner for Intel's manufacturing foundry. This foundry has struggled financially, losing billions over the past 2 years, making it a challenging component of Intel's portfolio. A viable partner could be TSMC, the world's largest pure-play semiconductor manufacturer, which has shown interest in acquiring some or all of Intel's chip-making facilities. Such a transaction would mark a significant transformation for Intel, which has already begun to spin off various units, including its venture arm and programmable chip division. Notably, Intel has received substantial federal support in recent years, benefiting from billions allocated through the CHIPS Act. This governmental backing underscores the strategic importance of semiconductor manufacturing amid ongoing global supply chain challenges. In a parallel narrative, China's AI startup DeepSeek faces scrutiny in South Korea, leading to its removal from local app stores. South Korean authorities have launched an investigation into DeepSeek's data handling practices, echoing concerns raised by other nations including Italy and Australia. The startup's low-cost R1 chatbot had garnered attention for its competitive performance against major players like OpenAI, but its data storage practices, primarily in China, have raised red flags. DeepSeek has agreed to suspend its operations in South Korea while it seeks compliance with local privacy laws, a move that highlights the increasing regulatory pressures on tech firms operating across borders. Meanwhile, the European Union is easing its approach to tech regulation, a shift attributed to a desire for increased competitiveness rather than external pressure from the U.S. Digital Policy Commissioner Henna Verkunen indicated that the Commission is revisiting its regulatory framework, withdrawing a proposed directive on civil liability for AI and easing reporting requirements under an upcoming code of practice. This pivot reflects a broader trend in Europe, where the political landscape has shifted following recent elections, prompting the EU to reassess how it can foster innovation while ensuring consumer protection. As these developments unfold, the implications for the tech industry are profound. The potential collaboration between Broadcom and TSMC could reshape the semiconductor landscape, potentially leading to a redefined Intel. At the same time, the scrutiny faced by DeepSeek illustrates the heightened awareness around data privacy and security, a theme that resonates globally. In Europe, the shift towards a more flexible regulatory framework may usher in a new era of tech development, albeit with concerns about adequately addressing societal harms. Looking ahead, the interplay between corporate strategies, regulatory frameworks, and public sentiment will undoubtedly continue to shape the technology sector. As companies adapt to these shifting dynamics, the outcomes could redefine industry standards and practices in the years to come. In a rapidly evolving landscape of technology and industry, significant developments continue to shape the future of various sectors. Recent reports highlight 3 noteworthy occurrences: the challenges facing America's Green Bank: a substantial investment in youth sports and concerns surrounding air traffic safety due to recent firings by the Federal Aviation Administration (FAA). America's ambitious Green Bank, initially designed to facilitate $412 billion in investments towards sustainable projects, has faced substantial setbacks in recent years. According to a report by Bloomberg, the institution has been effectively gutted, raising questions about its ability to fulfill its original mandate. Critics argue that the dilution of its resources and focus has left it ill-equipped to drive the necessary transition to renewable energy sources at a time when climate change initiatives are paramount. The implications of this situation extend beyond financial metrics. They reflect a broader struggle within the United States to align economic policy with urgent environmental needs. As the nation grapples with its commitment to sustainability, the fate of the Green Bank serves as a litmus test for future environmental investments. In a contrasting segment of the economic landscape, Maverick Carter, co-founder and CEO of SpringHill, is taking bold steps in the youth sports sector. Carter recently led a group that raised over $100 million for Rocket Youth, a startup designed to support athletic and enrichment programs for children. This investment signals a growing recognition of the commercial potential within youth sports, as well as a commitment to empowering entrepreneurs who operate in this space. Rocket Youth provides a suite of services, including accounting and business development, tailored for firms involved in various sports such as volleyball and gymnastics. Our goal is to empower the entrepreneurs who are in the field every day working with young athletes and building these youth sports programs, Carter stated, underlining a vision that aligns economic growth with community development. As youth sports continue to gain momentum, the impact of such investments could reshape how children engage with athletics and support their overall development. Meanwhile, the aviation industry is facing critical scrutiny following a wave of firings at the FAA. The National Air Traffic Controllers Association has initiated a review of the safety implications stemming from these dismissals, which affect hundreds of FAA workers currently on probation. The union's concerns are rooted in the potential risks posed to air travel safety, a topic that has far-reaching implications given the vital role of air traffic controllers in ensuring safe operations within the national airspace. As the FAA navigates this tumultuous period, the intersection of workforce stability and safety protocols will be closely examined, with industry experts calling for a robust response to maintain public confidence in air travel. These developments reflect the complex interplay of investment, safety, and sustainability in today's economy. As stakeholders from various sectors respond to these challenges, the outcomes will likely influence not only their immediate industries but also the broader social and economic fabric. Looking ahead, the need for strategic investments in both environmental and community-focused initiatives, alongside a commitment to maintaining safety standards in essential public services, will be critical in shaping a resilient and sustainable future. The unfolding narratives surrounding the Green Bank youth sports investments and air traffic safety will undoubtedly continue to evolve, warranting close attention from industry observers and policymakers alike. In a continually evolving landscape of scientific discovery, February 2025 has spotlighted several intriguing developments across diverse fields, from color blindness to planetary demographics. This month's reflections on scientific history remind us of the profound changes and challenges faced in the realms of technology and health over the last century and a half, while recent studies push our understanding further into the unknown. 50 years ago, the discussion around color blindness in Scientific American centered on the intricate ways individuals perceive color, particularly the challenges faced by those with protanopia and deuteranopia. These conditions, characterized by the inability to distinguish between red and green hues, prompted a deeper exploration of human visual perception. The challenges outlined in the publication highlighted not only the biological underpinnings of color blindness but also its broader implications for design and communication in our visually driven society. Similarly, the 1975 issue addressed the evolving landscape of chemical warfare, noting the significant international agreements aimed at curtailing biological and chemical weapons. The U.S. commitment to the Geneva Protocol and the Biological Weapons Convention underscored a critical moment in global disarmament efforts, even as contentious definitions of what constitutes chemical warfare persisted. The complexities of verification and inspection in disarmament discussions remain as relevant today as they were then, echoing in ongoing geopolitical dialogues. The narrative of technological advancement continued with the ambitious plans for a tokamak fusion test facility at Princeton University. The Ford administration's proposed budget allocations aim to catalyze a transformative leap in fusion energy research, a pursuit that remains vital in the quest for sustainable energy solutions. While the tokamak fusion test reactor ultimately fell short of achieving its break-even target by the time it was decommissioned in 1997, the seeds of innovation sown during this period laid the groundwork for contemporary fusion research efforts. Turning back to the present, recent studies have illuminated the intricate dynamics of our universe and the forces that shape habitability on distant planets. A significant concern in planetary science is the puzzling absence of planets within a specific size range, notably those larger than Earth but smaller than Neptune. This missing planets phenomenon presents a challenge to our understanding of planetary formation and evolution. Researchers are delving into the demographics of exoplanets to uncover the underlying reasons for these gaps, which have implications for our search for life beyond Earth. The discovery of exoplanets has revolutionized our understanding of the solar system and its formation processes. The first confirmed exoplanets were found orbiting a pulsar in 1992, but it was the 1995 detection of 51 Pegasi b, a gas giant in close orbit around a sun-like star, that truly altered the trajectory of planetary science. This unexpected find introduced the concept of hot Jupiters, prompting scientists to rethink existing models of planetary formation. More recent investigations, particularly those utilizing NASA's Kepler Space Telescope, have revealed a wealth of data about the population of exoplanets, including a striking deficiency of planets with radii between 1.6 and 1.9 Earth radii. Such findings suggest that atmospheric loss processes may play a crucial role in shaping planetary characteristics, leading to a clearer picture of how these worlds evolve. As we look to the future, the next generation of astronomical instruments promises to deepen our understanding of planetary demographics and environmental conditions across the galaxy. Upcoming telescopes, including the European Southern Observatory's Extremely Large Telescope and NASA's Habitable Worlds Observatory, are poised to deliver groundbreaking insights into the atmospheres of distant planets and their potential for life. The interconnected narratives of scientific history and contemporary research highlight the enduring quest for knowledge that drives humanity forward. As we navigate the complexities of both our own planet and the cosmos, the lessons learned from the past will be crucial in informing our approaches to future challenges. The journey of discovery continues, reminding us that in the vastness of space and time much remains to be uncovered. In a significant advancement in the field of oncology, researchers have unveiled a compelling new prognostic marker for patients with newly diagnosed multiple myeloma (NDMM). A study published in Blood Cancer Journal has revealed that assessing the proportion of clonal plasma cells in the S phase of the cell cycle can effectively identify a unique high-risk cohort of patients, providing critical insights into their prognosis and potential treatment strategies. Multiple myeloma is characterized by considerable heterogeneity in patient outcomes, with some individuals achieving excellent responses to treatment while others experience rapid disease progression. Traditional risk stratification models, which primarily rely on cytogenetics and disease burden, have been effective but often overlook a subset of patients who exhibit high-risk features yet do not meet current high-risk criteria. This study, led by a team at the Mayo Clinic, aims to bridge that gap by focusing on the S-phase proportion in clonal plasma cells, a metric previously underutilized due to the labor-intensive nature of its assessment. The research encompassed 823 patients diagnosed with active multiple myeloma between January 2013 and January 2023. Among these participants, 16% demonstrated an S-phase proportion of 2% or greater at diagnosis. The findings were striking. patients with elevated S-phase exhibited a median progression-free survival PFS of just 1.4 years compared to 2.9 years for those with lower S-phase levels. Moreover, overall survival OS was significantly impacted, with a median OS of 3.9 years for patients with S-phase greater than or equal to 2% versus 9.2 years for those below this threshold. These results underscore the S-phase proportion as an independent predictor of poor prognosis even after controlling for other established risk factors. Dr. Shaji Kumar, one of the study's authors, emphasized the importance of these findings. Our results suggest that the S-phase greater than or equal to 2% is a powerful prognostic marker for NDMM. This simple flow cytometry-based assessment could significantly enhance our ability to identify patients at high risk of early relapse and tailor more effective treatment strategies. The implications of this study are profound. By integrating S-phase assessments into routine clinical practice, healthcare providers may be better equipped to stratify patients who are at risk of poor outcomes. This could lead to more personalized treatment approaches, such as the consideration of aggressive therapies or clinical trial enrollment for high-risk individuals. Furthermore, the research highlights the ongoing evolution of prognostic tools in multiple myeloma. While established systems like the revised International Staging System R2ISS have paved the way for identifying high-risk patients, the introduction of S-phase analysis presents an additional layer of risk stratification. Notably, within the cohort identified as high-risk by current criteria, the S-phase analysis identified a significant number of patients who would otherwise remain undetected. As the medical community continues to grapple with the complexities of multiple myeloma, this study not only provides a promising avenue for enhanced risk assessment but also lays the groundwork for future research. Understanding the underlying mechanisms driving the association between S-phase proliferation and disease progression could unlock new therapeutic strategies, potentially improving outcomes for patients battling this challenging malignancy. Looking ahead, the integration of flow cytometry-based S-phase assessments into clinical practice promises to reshape the landscape of multiple myeloma treatment, enabling healthcare providers to better identify and manage high-risk patients. As researchers continue to explore this novel prognostic marker, the hope is that it will lead to improved survival rates and quality of life for patients facing this formidable disease. The Munich Security Conference, held in February 2025, has become a focal point for discussions surrounding the evolving dynamics between the United States, Europe, and Russia. As global tensions rise and geopolitical landscapes shift, the question of whether America prioritizes its interests over those of Europe looms large. This year's conference underscored the challenges of European integration amid a backdrop of U.S.-Russia negotiations, raising concerns about the future of transatlantic relations. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio recently led high-level talks in Riyadh with Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, marking a notable shift in U.S. policy under the Trump administration. The discussions centered on improving diplomatic ties and negotiating an end to the ongoing Ukraine conflict. Rubio stated that good U.S.-Russia relations are very important for the whole world, emphasizing the necessity for collaboration to address global challenges. This sentiment was echoed by Kirill Dmitriev, head of the Russian Direct Investment Fund, who stressed that joint efforts could resolve many worldwide issues. However, the absence of Ukrainian representatives at these talks has sparked outrage and concern in Kyiv. President Volodymyr Zelensky firmly stated that Ukraine would not accept any agreements reached without its participation, reflecting fears that decisions affecting the country's sovereignty could be made without its input. As the United States appears to adopt a more conciliatory approach towards Russia, European nations are left grappling with the implications of these negotiations. French President Emmanuel Macron articulated this unease, calling for strong and credible security guarantees for the Ukrainians as part of any peace process. In parallel, the European Commission under Ursula von der Leyen is attempting to navigate its own course with the introduction of the Competitiveness Compass, a new economic doctrine aimed at bolstering European integration. While this initiative seeks to enhance the EU's economic resilience, it faces scrutiny over potential social and regulatory challenges. Critics argue that the focus on competitiveness may overshadow pressing social issues, raising questions about the EU's long-term vision. The juxtaposition of US-Russia negotiations and European economic strategies highlights a significant divide within the Western alliance. As the US engages in bilateral talks aimed at re-establishing relations with Russia, Europe is increasingly concerned about being sidelined in critical discussions that directly impact its security and economic stability. The Munich Security Conference thus serves as both a platform for dialogue and a reflection of the growing tensions within the transatlantic partnership. The geopolitical chessboard is further complicated by Saudi Arabia's role as a mediator, with Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman positioning the kingdom as a significant player in international diplomacy. Hosting the US-Russia talks enhances Saudi Arabia's stature while potentially reshaping its relations with both Western and Russian interests. This development signals a broader shift in global power dynamics, where non-Western nations are asserting themselves as crucial intermediaries. Looking ahead, the unfolding events in Ukraine coupled with the evolving relationships between the US, Europe and Russia will undoubtedly shape the future of international diplomacy. The outcomes of the current negotiations and the EU's response to its changing role will be critical in determining the balance of power in the region. As the world watches these developments, it is clear that the stakes are high and the path forward will require careful navigation to ensure a stable and secure future for all involved. In a remarkable exploration of Earth's ancient history, recent research suggests that our planet's oceans may have been green for billions of years, a stark contrast to the deep blue waters we observe today. This intriguing hypothesis, presented by Taro Matsuo and colleagues from Nagoya University, highlights a time span from approximately 3 billion to 600 million years ago, when iron-rich conditions in the oceans likely influenced the pigmentation of marine life, particularly cyanobacteria. These microscopic organisms, known for their role in oxygen production, harnessed green light for photosynthesis, potentially reshaping the planet's atmospheric composition. The study draws attention to the vibrant green hues observed in specific marine environments today, such as the waters surrounding Iwo Island in Japan, where elevated iron concentrations impart a green tint. Matsuo emphasizes the significance of this research in understanding not only the evolutionary adaptations of cyanobacteria but also their pivotal role in oxygenating the atmosphere. Cyanobacteria filled the atmosphere with breathable quantities of oxygen, fundamentally altering the course of life on Earth, he notes. In a separate yet equally groundbreaking study, scientists have identified a human gene variant that alters the vocalizations of mice, providing intriguing insights into the genetic foundations of speech and language. Published in Nature Communications, this research, led by Eric Jarvis at Rockefeller University, reveals that introducing a uniquely human version of the NOVA1 gene into mice resulted in more complex and varied ultrasonic calls. The modified mice exhibited distinct chirping behaviors, particularly when interacting with their mothers and during courtship rituals. Jarvis describes the findings as exciting, yet he cautions against oversimplifying the evolution of language to a single gene. The study underscores the complexity of vocal communication across species, suggesting that while NOVA1 plays a role, it is one of many genetic factors contributing to the development of language in humans. The researchers further confirmed that this variant is unique to modern humans, absent even in closely related ancient hominins like Neanderthals and Denisovans. Meanwhile, advancements in materials science are being propelled by innovative approaches in artificial intelligence and automation. Researchers at Argonne National Laboratory have harnessed an AI-driven platform known as Polybot to significantly enhance the discovery and production of electronic polymers, materials that combine the flexibility of plastics with the conductivity of metals. This transformative technology allows for the rapid exploration of countless processing combinations, leading to the development of high-quality, low-defect electronic polymer thin films. Jiasu, a scientist involved in the project, explains that Polybot operates autonomously, optimizing the fabrication of these materials while simultaneously gathering critical data. Using AI-guided exploration, Polybot efficiently gathered reliable data, helping us find processing conditions that met several material goals, he states. This research not only advances the capabilities of electronic materials but also provides valuable insights for large-scale production, with the potential to revolutionize fields such as wearable technology and energy storage. As these studies collectively broaden our understanding of biology, history, and materials science, they illuminate the intricate connections between genetics, environmental conditions, and technological advancement. The implications of this research are profound, offering a glimpse into the evolutionary past of our planet, the foundational elements of human communication, and the future of material innovation. Looking ahead, the ongoing exploration of genetic variants related to speech may uncover more about the complexities of human language, while advancements in AI-driven materials research promise to reshape technological landscapes. As scientists continue to push the boundaries of knowledge, the potential for future discoveries remains limitless.